the market right now. So the price action today, with it being no news and a Monday, it's kind of wonky price action. Not with them last month, and I got third place when it comes to my consistency on my journaling.
All praise to the Most High, 'cause He saved me. All praise to the Most High.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going? So it's currently 9:58 a.m. So funny story, right? So funny story is I got to work at 7:15. It's currently, what time is it? If you'll focus, 9:58. I sat in my car. It was like 7:45 a.m. and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start my pre-market analysis like I do every morning. And then I get a call from my LPO saying that we have to go to this firefighting class. I just got back from that. And keep in mind as well, when my LPO called me, I was doing my mental game check-in. So I finished this in class, but I didn't get to do my personal focus for today, nor my markups, and it's already past 9:30 a.m. So I'm a little upset about that because now that's something that I didn't get done today, is my pre-market markups. But it's all good. It is what it is. I just won't have that on my daily journal today. I'm gonna still do my post-market markups and my daily trade commentary and just review the trading day overall. But as I mentioned in yesterday's weekly market breakdown, I don't intend on trading today or this week. It's more so just me watching price action and studying. So this video may not be too long, to be honest. I wanted to do a full breakdown, my pre-market analysis for you guys, but got that phone call, and and Navy obligations call sometimes. But overall, again, we don't really have too much price action going on today. Market opened up here yesterday, kind of consolidated, letting off my kill zone. We trade higher. Pre-market retraced lower, and now New York Stock Exchange, the 9 a.m. 1 hour candlestick is still open. So right now we're kind of we just took out internal sell-side liquidity. So I'm just gonna be waiting to see if we'll see a push higher. But yeah, so far this long position here, it's just, again, the pro trend swing entry that I want to log in my playbook if once price does hit TP, which is the previous weekly high. So I'll keep y'all updated. This video didn't start out as I wanted it to. I wanted to do a full breakdown, my pre-market analysis, but it's all good. Tomorrow I'll be sure to get that done for you guys, but I'll talk to y'all soon. It's definitely giving. It's big time giving.
What you on about?
A quick update on the market right now. So the price action today, with it being no news and a Monday, it's kind of wonky price action. Not really price action to wanting to be trading in. On the 4-hour time frame, yesterday my weekly market breakdown, I talked about how I want to see price take these highs because they're clean stacked highs, and we pretty much did. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in real quick. We took the first high here, but this high still remains. So as of now, kind of just seeing. But again, I think tomorrow is going to be the same, just kind of wonky price action because tomorrow is another day where there is no news. And I think price may just be prepping for CPI release on Wednesday. I think once CPI does release, then we'll have a good indication of how the market is likely to trade. But I think today and tomorrow it's just going to be not see too much going on, to be honest. But yeah, I'll do a full post-market analysis once the market is closed, and then I'll walk you guys through that later. Shout out to Tradzilla, the best journaling platform out there. I did a challenge with them last month, and I got third place when it comes to my consistency on my journaling using their platform, and I got third place. So I got 3 months free Tradzilla subscription, and then I got $100. This month though, June's challenge, I'm going for first place because I think the prize is $500 and then 1 year free subscription. So I'm gonna go for that. But overall, this is Tradzilla, the journaling platform. I link in all my videos. I always link my daily journal though. I'm not. So yeah. So in my pre-market analysis on there, my post-market markups. So I'm currently working on, not done, but it's getting there. But yeah, they have this. Yeah, like they do these challenges. Like so far, they've been doing it, I think, since 2025 started. So I've just been taking advantage of them, and it's made me a better journaler and a lot more consistency when it comes to my journaling. And every trader, okay, so there's one thing. A lot of traders, trying to pull this up. A lot of traders don't journal, and the ones that do journal, a lot of them aren't as detailed. So I'm just trying to make myself stand out as a trader and make sure that I journal not just consistently, but my journals are detailed as possible. As you guys can see, like I put a lot of effort into my daily journals, like a lot of effort. So this is the weekly market breakdown from yesterday. So yeah, the weekly market breakdown, and then you got the trade recap, the weekly recap. When I go over my trading week, I dang write a whole essay on it. so, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. But it's cool they do these challenges for traders to help them grow, and just overall a better skill set at this game of trading. So, see y'all later. I forgot to show you guys the message in the Tradzilla Discord. So go here. This is the May competition winners, and I am third place. That is me, Cam. Then I got the $100 in cash. Well, not cash, but you know what I mean. And then plus the 3 months of Tradzilla. But June's competition, I'm going for first place. Yeah, I'm working hard to get there, trying to make my journaling as detailed as possible. But about to go to Target real quick, so I'll talk to y'all soon.
Yo, MTM Sean.
She's coming back. He coming back real soon. But she is coming back. Jesus, he the greatest. That my savior, he the greatest. Yeah. Jesus been so patient. When I fall down, he's so gracious. Yeah, yeah. Nobody love me like Jesus. Nobody ever gonna love me like Jesus. He the reason I'm alive. The reason why my heart's still beating. He the reason I got breath.
I forgot to record my plate. I was so hungry. But for dinner, I fried some salmon, rice, and then I had avocado. And then you can't go wrong with the hot sauce. Welcome to the daily trade commentary for Monday, June 9th, 2025. So jumping straight into it. 1 second. Not wasting no time. Alright. So this is how today's daily candlestick closed, right? It's Monday. We didn't really close with either bullish intent or bearish intent. Why? Well, first, it's a Monday. Second, there's no news. So, it being the first day of the trading week plus no news, to me, it's not really a surprise. In fact, for me, like, normally when it's Monday, no news, I always anticipate a day like this. So that way, if I am preparing myself to trade on a Monday, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Some Mondays can be insanely beautiful price action with it being no news. But today was one of the days where, it was just pretty much... I don't know. Like, it's just what it was, First day of trading week, no news. The market's still pretty much just finding its feet as the market did just opened up yesterday. But again, so far, price is still trading within this weekly supply region. This weekly supply region, it's pretty much keeping price from trading any higher at this point in time for the past, let me see, 11 trading days now. So it's been 11 days, dang near 2 weeks, where this weekly supply region has been keeping price from trading any higher. Last week we did see price sweep that previous monthly high along with the previous weekly high, and then price closed below that high with the lack of intention. NFP, we saw a buyback, and then this is today's daily candlestick. So price may be gearing up for not NFP, CPI on Wednesday. And then tomorrow is also a trading day where we don't have any news as well. So tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another day like today. Not much price action, but I think the CPI release on Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. So definitely bring a good amount of volume in throughout the day. And then, after Wednesday's market close, we should have a better indication of how the rest of the week is likely to trade. So 4-hour time frame. All right. 4-hour time frame, we obviously see, let me just do this really quickly. Right. So we obviously know that order flow is still bullish. We're still seeing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Today, price did sweep previous daily high, but then we closed right below it, and this was pretty much that. So we didn't really get that much today. So like I said, this commentary isn't gonna be super long or super. I'm gonna go in detail as possible with what I have, of course. Put in maximum effort, but at the same time, again, price action just didn't give that much today to really go over anything. We really kind of was just like at a standstill for the remainder of the trading day. But let me go to the 4-hour time frame because I do see something interesting that I would like to share with you all or with myself. Okay, so I mentioned last week before market closed, I had a long position here because price, we respected a 4-hour decisional OB, and then had my stop loss like somewhere within that below the 50%, and then I was targeting the previous weekly high. So still expecting a run here. So still expecting for price to run higher and take out that previous weekly high. If that is the case, then of course this swing trade idea will play out. This 1 hour's pro trend swing entry trade idea would play out. However, it seems as if now this 1 hour extreme OB is acting as a potential trap, right? Because last week, towards the end of last week, we traded into it Friday, and price kept closing below it with a lack of intention. We come into it, close below, close below. Close below, close below, close below, close below. So we haven't really had a bullish close like above it besides, here. But even with today's price action, sub previous daily high was in the 10 a.m. 1 hour candlestick. We consolidated for a few hours towards the upside, but then eventually during the PM session before market close, we saw bearish intent come into play, and then price closed above that 1 hour extreme OB. So this OB, it is holding weight. It is keeping price from trading any higher. So I don't know if that pro trend swing entry idea would play out if that is the case. But if we are going to see, if this week's weekly range expansion is going to be truly bearish, then I'd possibly be looking at this high as the high of the week, just because 95% of the time Monday does from the low of the week in a bullish market and the high of the week in a bearish market. So I wouldn't rank this off as being the high of the week if that is going to be the case. However, like I said, again, we won't really truly know until the CPI release on Wednesday morning. But again, tomorrow is another day where it's no news. So it may, don't get me wrong, tomorrow can move. I'm just saying don't be surprised if it doesn't move, just because, again, there's no news that's going to be really driving price after the New York Stock Exchange release opens up. But if you are going to see lower prices, then we have liquidity here. I already touched on the liquidity points on the daily time frame, and what I pretty much marked out is essentially like these here. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully tomorrow's commentary we get some more price action throughout the day. So we got more to go off of, but as of now, the narrative is still bullish until proven otherwise. And then, I already mentioned how it is a non-trading week for me. Just simply going to be making myself as present as possible for the market, just overall, just do my best to stay in tune with the market and things like that. But besides that, I'll be back for tomorrow's commentary.